What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 11 of the DUBS podcast. We have a guest star today. You might have seen him on one of our previous episodes. His name is Luke.
Hi.
What's up,
I'm
Luke?
Hi, what's up?
A lot of stuff has happened in the sports world recently. We've been doing a lot of interviews, but today we're going to talk about the biggest thing ever, in fact, okay? And that's baseball, baby. Baseball is back, okay? Baseball's back.
Yes, sir.
We're going to one more time for the people in back.
Baseball's back. Baseball's back, yeah.
There we go.
So there's going to be a lot of new things. We already discussed the new changes with the season. Go check out that episode. I'm not sure what episode that was. I think it was like 7 or something. But yeah, they made a lot of changes, so it's going to be a very unique and different season. So I recommend that you guys look into that, watch some games. But I'd like to start off the podcast by asking a simple question. What's been the most intriguing part of this season so far, I think?
You thought 2020 couldn't get any worse. You know, the first game of the season, and it was postponed because of a lightning delay. I was thinking, okay, season's going to be over. Then you got the Marlins. You know, half their roster has COVID. But, you know, we're all Angel fans. We're far away from all of that. We got our guy, Anthony Rendon, back, so I'm very excited for the year. But it was a very rocky start, definitely.
I think the most intriguing part for me this year is that not a single pitcher has yet to throw a perfect game. So that's where I'm at right now.
Herman Marquez had a close one.
Yeah,
he had like 6 no-hit innings, but you know.
For me, the biggest surprise, the San Diego Daddies, the San Diego Padres. I think they've been playing really good ball. I mean, right now they haven't been yet tested against the Dodgers. Once they play the Dodgers, and if they do well, then I think they'll get a lot of respect on their name for this year. But yeah, they got off to a wonderful start. They should be 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I made a hot take a while ago about the Padres making the playoffs.
Well, it's funny you say that. I made the hot take of long time ago of like saying if there was a season, the Reds aren't making the playoffs. And, you know, the first game, you know, Sonny Gray went out and shoved and they won. And I was like, okay, you know, maybe I might be wrong. And then
they lost.
They lost the next 2 to the Detroit Tigers. Like, it's just it's expected for them. They suck, you know. I don't care who they get. Even if they had Mike Trout on their team, they won't make the playoffs. They just have They could be like the Angels, just a losing team. You know, Angels like 60 runners left on base in 4 games. Like,
nah, but you got it, dude. The Reds have Gray, Bauer, and Castillo, and they got Bauer brought his driveline guys with him to the Reds as part of their new pitching like system. So that's great for them. And it's just their bullpen, and they just don't put away teams. They never put away teams.
The Reds are like the Mets and the Nationals. Great starting rotation. I think the Mets have the better out of all 3. And then you go to the bullpen. Edwin Diaz walking blown save, and then the Braves just go out and completely embarrass the Mets on their home turf. So like
good night baseball.
Mets and Reds and maybe even the Nationals, like if they don't get better bullpens, like they're not going to have a good season this year.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that's really interesting to me is we had 3 games. After the first 3 games, there wasn't a team that was undefeated, and then there wasn't a team that didn't win a game, which is crazy. And it just shows, I think, this season is going to be kind of close. I think it's going to go down to the wire. I think it's going to go down to game 60, just how, like, we have the game 162. But, yeah, it's going to be a close season. I mean, we have teams like the Cubs that are starting off 4-1. I did not expect them to be 4-1 at all. I didn't expect, you know, the Padres to be 4-1, and there they are. The Orioles have a above 500 record.
I have some breaking news right now, actually.
Breaking news.
As of 1 hour ago, Shark Boy and Lava Girl are returning to Netflix as parents in a movie.
Like the
share
same
that with
Taylor
you.
Lautner and
Yep.
whoever played Law. Oh, okay.
I just
Sorry.
thought that was
Include that.
interesting.
Very interesting. We
Dude.
grew up with that movie, I guess, but thank you for that.
Dude, okay.
I mean, I'll pose another question. Like, the Yankees came into this season with probably the best lineup. Maybe the Dodgers, they're about the same. But how do you think the Yankees, like, what do you think about the Yankees through the first week of the season?
They're a threat.
Yeah, they're
Threat to the Angels.
I think they're the team to beat in the AL. Them and the Rays, and that's what sucks. That's the AL East. But yeah, they look. They're really loaded on They're loaded on pitching. Their bullpen is super deep, and they can hit. They can out hit you. Their lineup 1 through 9 is them, the Twins, and the Dodgers have like the best 1 through 9 lineups in the bigs.
I mean, it's interesting you brought up the Rays because, as I was saying a couple minutes ago, the Braves completely embarrassed the Mets, and then a couple days later get completely stomped on by the Rays, like 4-3 or something like that. The Rays, you look at their lineup, yeah, they have all-stars, but they don't have Mike Trouts, they don't have Mookie Betts, they don't have Aaron Judges, they don't have those like huge power no-name guys. They had G-Man Choi, who I guess is a switch hitter now. He hit like a 430 nuke off the right side. I don't know what that was, but that was fun. So I don't know. The Rays are very scary. If they get that pitching staff together, they're scary.
I mean, the Rays, like, you can't, for the average person that doesn't watch much baseball, you can't name a lot of those players.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Same with the Athletics. The Athletics are a team full of almost no names. When Simeon was third in the AL MVP voting, I heard a lot of people like, "What the heck? Why is he in there?" I'm like, dude,
look at his stats.
Look at his stats. He deserves that spot. Those two teams, the Athletics and the Rays, I think those two teams are maybe World Series favorites. I don't know, along with the Yankees, but I think those are like maybe the top 3 teams: the Yankees, the Athletics, and the Rays. Not
from
the
the series,
by the way.
Yeah. from the series between the A's and Angels. I mean, I noticed that A's pitchers, the starters came out early. So if I feel like even still in a 60-game season, if they keep that up, the relievers will get burned. You saw it with the Angels last year. They had like one of the top bullpens in like the first half of the season. Then after All-Star break, they were just gassed because Angel starters couldn't get past 5 innings.
Yeah, that's true.
The Angels, their starting pitching and just their pitching in general, I think, is one thing that caught my eye.
Yeah.
It was very surprising to me. The Angels' offense, which everyone expected to be crazy good, was completely dormant in the first 4 games.
Yeah,
I know it's the first 4 games, and they didn't have Rendon in that lineup, but that was scary.
But
it was depressing.
We're also forgetting about the Cy Young performance put on by both Shohei Ohtani and Dylan Bundy. Yes.
I mean, I don't know how much I was expecting Shohei to do pretty well, but then I remembered like it's his first start in 2 years, like, and then when he couldn't get above like 95 miles an hour, I was like, he's not going to be effective. And he had there was a couple missed calls by the ump, which might have got in his head, but we can't expect too much from him. Him coming back after 2 years of not pitching, like he's not going to go out and be a Cy Young, But Dylan Bundy was out of this world. I bet the Orioles fans are like, hey, what was that for the last 5 years? Why can't we get it? What was it? He had 7 shutout innings, or did he give up 1 run?
He gave up a run, but
he gave up a run.
The reliever in.
It was great to see the pitching, and even yesterday, Patrick Sandoval only went 4 innings, but he 4 shutout innings. Like I'll take that. We have a good bullpen.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the MVP? Because I've heard a lot of.
Dude, I think it's too early for MVP.
No, I mean, okay, no, I'm not saying like pick your MVP, but I'm saying like, what's your guys' thoughts? Who do you think is going to win the AL and NL MVP this year? And
Dansby Swanson.
don't say David Fletcher because
Dansby
even though
and
I would
David.
love that would be the sickest thing ever.
Dude, I don't know. Like I don't know. Honestly, I'd pick maybe like the way he swung the bat just to start. I'll take Giancarlo Stanton. Took him in the draft ahead of too.
Put
Yeah.
Jackie Bradley Jr. up there. He's on a hot streak right now. I'm telling you.
I don't know what to say
Yeah,
about
we're again.
AL. The NL, I have a feeling Justin Turner is going to do it because he's that guy who he always has a high average in the beginning. He gets out to quick starts, and he's off to one right now. And with the Dodgers, like they'll just, they're going to win a lot. So, but for AL, yeah, there's Stanton, but I don't know. It's too early in the AL because no one's had like a Miguel Rojas who's he's hitting
I'm going
right
Miguel
now.
Rojas, dude.
If the Marlins
There has
ever
been
play
someone
again,
like that. His name is David Fletcher. Born and raised in Cypress, California. Second highest batting average in the MLB right now.
Yeah. He leads the MLB in hits.
And he's walking a lot. Like he does not walk a lot.
Yeah.
His OBP which
600
base percentage is stellar.
We got to get Fletch
That
on
man
the pod.
can hit. He's called Mr. Baseball by Mr. Anthony Rendon himself.
I mean, we got to get Fletch on the pod. What's going through his
Fletcher
head?
is the
How do you
greatest
hit?
player.
What's he hitting? Like 640 or something?
He's
I
hitting
will check.
Okay, you'll check. But
550.
bro, he hits like he's still in high school. He's not swinging for the fences like everyone does in MLB. He
knows his position.
Yeah. He knows he has to get on base for the big boys to hit. He's he's this small 5'9", 180-pound guy who's who after him is Trout, Shohei, Rendon. Like, get on base for those guys, and we'll give you 100 runs in 60 games.
Yeah, for real.
But
he's hitting 556 right now.
556.
Oh my gosh.
That's respectable, honestly. Yeah. That's like what? That's like, I know he's had more at bats, but that's like hitting
place.
That's like hitting 5 for 9 or something like that.
Has he had a hit in every game?
I don't think he got one in the first game, but I'm pretty sure he walked. But
he does have the most hits in all of MLB.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a shame we can't.
That also comes with the leadoff position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a shame he was our leader in hits last year, so it's not like we can. It's not like he's breaking out. I know Luke Shelley here really likes Fletcher, has a jersey of Fletcher.
I have a Fletcher jersey. It's my only Angels jersey that I've ever had.
I don't know. What do you think the Angels? 16-game playoff Angels, I assume will make the playoffs. Do you think we'll have any sort of run though in the playoffs?
I don't know. It all comes down to our hitting. And
first I just want to make the playoffs. And then
I just want playoff baseball in Anaheim, but with the new system, we might not have that.
Yeah, because we'd be on the road for all 3 games. In the first
unless we win out the division. Because Verlander's out for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
I wasn't hoping for the rest of the year, but when they said the first report said he was out for the year, I was like, hey, that's good for the Angels.
Yeah, no, but dude, still, there's I feel like the thing for the Angels, their pitching is gonna get worn out. There's this stretch where we play 15 games in a row. We play the Dodgers 3 times. We play the Astros. That's gonna eventually get to our bullpen and burn us bad. That's just from past years and past experience with the Angels. But that's what I'm worried about.
Well, we don't have a break until I think after we play the Dodgers or something. Is that what you're saying? Something like that?
Yeah.
That's in 2 weeks from now. But another new thing, though, that came to this season was the California rule, wherein, extra innings, the first one, the last hitter that got out starts on second with no outs. What do you guys feel about that? I've seen a lot of hate for it, that people don't like it. The Angels,
I don't know why people are hating on it. I think it's a good idea. It speeds. I don't know if it's a good idea for implementing it for the near future, but for just this season, I think is a great idea because it makes the game faster. It makes the
I
game
like
way
it.
faster.
I like it because it means that every single pitch in the extra innings counts.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
look
yeah.
the first game with the extra innings rules was the Angels Athletics game, and
Yeah.
you
The
could tell
relief-
everyone was on the edge of their seats.
Yeah.
Everyone was waiting for what was going to happen next, and so
And
I
first,
think it's fun for the 2020 season, but I don't think it'll come back for a regular scheduled season of baseball.
yeah, I know.
And I'm gonna miss like if they do implement it for the future, which I don't think they will. I hope they don't. Then we're not gonna get to see the 19 inning like crazy ending Braves Pirates for
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
2015.
It ended on a stupid call, didn't it?
Ended on a stupid call at like 1 a.m. Like I like staying up until 1 a.m. to watch a baseball game. And if they take away that, then that's gonna suck. And it's gonna suck for the traditionalists because
Yeah.
baseball is all about tradition.
Mhm.
And I'm sure the hardcore diehard baseball fans that have been fans since like the 50s, they're gonna hate. They're probably the ones that are hating about the California rule being put in
Yeah.
place.
No, I was hearing like alternative can be in the future years because I think this is something they want to move forward with. The starting with the runner on second, I think they might come to an agreement where it's like
The
the
12th
10th and 11th are normal extra innings, but if you get to the 12th, then the 12th will start with the runner on second. And I think honestly that's a lot better because you can, if you hear from like ex players, like Derek Jeter has been quoted to say, like, I hated extra inning games, like it sucks. We just like it's more wear and tear to our bodies. Like I think that could be a solution. Is start the 12th.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. My view on it is that I don't know if they're going to use it for a 162 game schedule. However, I think it would be better in a 162 game schedule than a 60 game schedule because in this year when every game is so important, and yes, that makes like the competition like more intense, but like one error and that like you could make up an error in a regular extra inning game, but in this you can't. But in a 162 game season, I think it would be better because it will save the 19 inning games, like Shelly says, because you know the catchers that have to catch, they probably don't catch all 19, but still like and for the pitchers, and even if you have to play the next day, your bullpen is shot. Like I think this was just to speed up the games. Like they needed it for a 60 game season, but I think it's better in a full season than a 60 game season.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the DH rule? Because I know a lot of people have been talking about that. Like this actually might be implemented in the next season.
Yeah, I think
AL and NL.
Yes, I think they're all gonna be like because it really it really makes a lot of NL teams lineups that much deeper. And at the end of the day, everyone wants to see the best 9 hitters hitting, not the 8th and then the pitcher. Like that just takes away an at bat. And starting pitchers get to stay in longer.
Yeah, it gives like DeGrom, Scherzer, it gives them longer innings.
Hendricks, you got the shutout. What if the game was close and he needed to get a pinch hit?
And it was close, wasn't the most of the game? Yeah. It was like the final score was like 3-0 or something like that. Like he definitely would have been taken out, if it meant for another run. But I like it. I like the idea. I think they should continue with it. I've never really liked pitchers hitting because it's boring that an out's gonna come. Angel fans have it with Justin Upton. But like, I don't know.
The rest and 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. No, Goodwin.
No.
Goodwin's
Goody's been good,
but mostly just our leadoff hitter. But I don't know. I like the rule.
So if it is the last of the NL pitcher hitting in the lineup, can you guys recall your greatest NL pitcher hit?
Brandon Woodruff.
Oh,
taking Kershaw deep.
Yeah.
It was a nuke, and
That's the only reason I picked him up this year for fantasy.
Hey, pitchers can rake. Catchers
Yeah.
can rake too.
DeGrom has a good swing too, but no, Brandon Woodruff. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
That's my favorite at bat. Like,
He waited on it.
I think when Mad Bum pitched a complete game and hit a solo shot for the only run of the game.
That was cool.
Against the Dodgers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the reason, like you always say, it's a team game, but
He was literally
he's the reason they won.
it's like the CIF game we played freshman year when the ginger guy threw a complete game and hit a home run too, and he had like an RBI single. Like,
The ginger guy. Okay.
Yeah, I remember he was ginger. But like one player can make a team in one game, but not for an entire season. But
Yeah, look at Shohei Ohtani. He lost us a few.
Yeah.
He's already lost us a few games this year.
like straight up.
I think
who's yours? Who's your favorite pitcher hitter, Jesus?
My favorite pitcher hitter.
Yeah.
Or just
it
like
would be
hit,
Mad
like-
Bum.
No, or Mad Bum. Okay. And Shelly?
I'm gonna say Bartolo Colon.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he hit a freaking tank off of James.
Barely got it.
Okay.
Wall Street. And it's so funny because the ball doesn't carry in San Diego, so he had to have gotten a good swing on it.
It was literally like 90 down the Johnson, and he
Yeah.
just whacked it over the left.
Well, in the
It's so
Angel
funny.
game last night, I remember when we were watching the highlights of Pools hitting the home run, like he pimped
Yeah.
super hard. And then I knew, like, before it showed how far it goes, I was like, that's definitely a wall scraper. Because, like, Pools doesn't have pop, and he barely has pop anymore. And
Yeah.
then, sure enough, it barely cleared the wall, but that was
You
great.
can't say that when he's hitting bombs. Left
Yeah,
and
what
right,
the
though.
heck?
Okay, but,
He
like,
has the
I like-
capability to
he
hit a
pimped-
450.
He pimped,
Someone
he
who
pimped-
doesn't have pop is David Fletcher. So he does his thing. Pools has pop, definitely. He's
pimped
going to hit
balls
13
that,
home
like,
runs this year.
barely get out because he knows that he'll never get a triple for the rest of his career. So he's like, let's pimp it as hard as we can and just get a single out of it.
No, I don't think that's the plan.
I don't know. He was definitely mad though.
Okay, so I wanted to bring up like your one most disappointing performance over the first like weekend of baseball. So whoever has your team.
Once again, I thought Trevor Bauer was going to throw a perfect game. I was really upset when he didn't. He's a cool guy, but man, I was just super disappointed when he didn't throw a perfect game.
I like how he did like the fake. When he got the ball back, he faked like he was throwing it over the center.
Yeah.
Mine was Blake Snell. Blake Snell went 2 innings in his first game. He didn't get hurt. They just took him out because I don't know. They weren't feeling it or something. I don't know what the reason was, but he didn't give up 1 run. He just walked like 3 guys and gave up like a hit. But
And
I don't know. It was like 40.
Chris drafted him in like the 4th round. I was like, what?
Well, okay, dude, he has Cy Young capability because he has won a Cy Young. But honestly, for fantasy, for pitchers, if you pick a guy who's on a good team, you're gonna get wins. Look at Rick Porcello. He had one of the highest ERAs in the entire league last year for starters and got like 12, 13 wins because he was on the Red Sox. Like, if you pick a team with a good offense, you're gonna get wins. Like, but I don't know.
I think my most disappointing player, and sorry, I know it's an Angel player because I only follow Angels baseball.
Besides
Just kidding.
Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout.
And
Besides
just,
Oh,
Okay,
dude,
well,
you
Justin
said
Upton's
it.
playing to expect it.
Wow. Mike Trout, you have sucked, dude. You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat, dude. You like
dude, do
I
not-
I know he does have a baby on the way. He does have a baby on the way.
That
God
doesn't
bless
mean
him.
anything, bro.
God bless him, but I think it might be on his mind. He could, may have the jitters,
think-
the pre-baby jitters.
You
I
think
don't
a
know.
baby is the reason he has like 10 strikeouts or something like that?
I don't know, dude. I mean,
he struck out 8 times.
he's like the best player of the 2000s, and I mean,
2010s.
2010.
forgot
maybe
Bartolo
it's just his
Colon.
close.
Not
Yeah,
2000s.
you're right.
I would say 2010s because he never played in the 2000s. So,
No, like
but
okay, whatever.
He was drafted in the 2000s, but I don't know.
Michael Trout.
You guys, I mean, do you guys see a future where the Angels call up Joe Adele this year? You
Yes.
guys have
Yes.
possibility?
Towards the end of the year, yeah.
What, taking out Upton, just
But-
sit him down.
I'm
God,
scared.
I want that guy on the bench so bad. I'd rather have Michael Hermosillo. Like,
Dude,
Nah.
like,
I'd rather have Taylor Ward.
No.
hey, Taylor
No
Ward's
way.
getting
RBI
Taylor
single
Ward
day.
played
No
first
way.
base a couple days ago. Taylor
Settle
Ward
down.
played first base.
You guys
Settle
are
down.
forgetting that Justin Upton is an all-star player. He has pop.
Yeah.
He has
He's
above average defense.
yeah.
It's
Dude,
just
Michael
just like
Hermosillo-
everyone else. You guys are talking bad on Mike Trout. The
I'm
same
not
reason
talking
you're
bad
talking
on
bad.
Trout. That was
Yeah, I was
Okay,
not.
can you just listen before you
Wow.
talk?
They're just
You're
throwing me
talking
under
bad
the
on Mike
bus
Trout.
like
You're
that.
talking bad on Shohei Ohtani. I am too. But you can't be talking bad on Upton. Like, you should expect a slump for everyone coming out at the beginning of the year.
Well,
Yes.
okay. I love how they put 299 career home runs on
Yeah.
Justin.
No, that's a big thing because like he'll pass Tim Salmon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
interesting.
Tim Salmon is the leader for home runs with the Angels. Then it'll probably be Mike Trout. Mike Trout's at 286 right now, but I don't know. So if you guys see Joe Adele coming up, who's going to sit down? It's not going to be, I mean, Goodwin's doing perfectly fine. Why wouldn't it be Upton?
This is
It'd be Mike Trout.
No way.
this
What?
is the
No.
okay. This is the biggest problem. We have too many stars. Too many.
No.
We
it's
have
not.
It's a good
we
problem
have
to have.
too many. We have too many like players that are capable of starting and playing well. Brian Goodwin has played very well for us. I think.
I don't care if he's.
I like him at the
fake-
9th spot. I really like him at the 9th
Yeah.
spot.
I honestly think Hermosillo is a like
He
an
is
MLB starter. I
kind
think
of-
he's an
So
MLB starter.
Jesus
I mean,
calls him an automatic out.
We
I
should
think
trade
more-
him for
I
a
think-
pitcher.
dude.
We
We
should.
We might give up Simmons. That's what me and Kelly were talking about.
Yeah,
Simmons
I
is on
think-
his contract year. I was thinking, I saw
Put
yesterday.
Fletcher at short.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
would love to see.
And
Fletcher
then
start.
I would think maybe Marcus Stroman, get him. He's on his contract year, but I saw a
I
report
like Simba though.
a couple
Yeah.
days ago. It said that one possible pitcher Angels might get is Chris Archer, and I would not want him. Like, yeah,
yeah.
he
same.
throws gas and he has good
Dude,
stuff, but
he's
if you have the
got
ERA
swag,
of 5 on the Pirates,
Yeah.
he had like a couple good years, but they're behind him.
That's
But-
tough.
Not to hate on Justin Upton again, but I think he's a classic Angel player for the past 10
Dude.
years. Because, okay, when we got him, he was having an all-star year in Detroit. He hasn't been the same since he's been on the Angels. Just like Pujols when we got him from the Cardinals, just like Josh Hamilton, you know, he's the classic Angels player.
Dude, I like to report a robbery by the Tampa Bay Rays. They traded away Chris Archer they got Tyler Glass now.
Yep.
They got Austin Meadows. Like,
Yep.
are you kidding me, Pittsburgh? How do you let that happen?
Yep. Also,
know.
have you seen the contract that Ozzy Albies has?
It's
Yeah,
like
that's-
up to
6 years.
24 teams passed on Mike Trout.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
true.
what was it though? Albies. It was like 6 years, $24
It was
million or something.
35 million. Like,
35. Okay, so he's
are you
getting
kidding me?
almost $6 million a year. He deserves 10 to 15.
Yeah,
like-
yeah. He's the
I don't
only.
know
He's
how.
a switch hitting second baseman. Like, you don't find a lot of those. And
Who
he has
has pop
yeah, who
and
has
good defense, and he hits your average. He steals bases. Like,
It's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. Getting him for that cheap for 7 years, like, it made zero sense for him to sign.
meanwhile, Machado with the
I
$30
guess you
million
want to
contract.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how they did that, honestly, because in
Yeah.
a time where players just, are getting ridiculous amounts of money, all
Yeah.
athletes like Patrick Mahomes, all that, James Harden, and then Ozzy Albies, who I'm not saying he's an MVP candidate because I don't think he's there yet, but
he's an above average. He's an
he
all-star.
deserves at least $10 million
Yeah.
a year. He deserves $10 million a year,
Yeah,
and they got him for 6 more years.
yeah. There is a big wave of those extensions that buy out a couple of arbitration years, and then
Mhm.
in return they get a couple of your free agent years. So like Bregman got 8 years, 100 million. Acuna got like 7 years, 100 million. Like there was a short period of a lot of waves, and
Mhm.
dang, imagine if the Dodgers did that with Bellinger, like that would have been insane. But he was just he was already playing at such a high level.
Mhm.
already.
Well, the Dodgers have a lot of money, but
Yeah.
they just made a huge purchase of Betts. What does that mean for like players like Bellinger, Muncy, like players that are, when their contracts are up, they're gonna need like bigger deals? Because
Yeah, they're
I mean,
gonna definitely need bigger paydays. But yeah, I think Bellinger
did he
and
sign it? Yeah, he's
you are
making.
gonna be tough to get both.
He
But
made.
I think they will do it. They'll do it.
Yeah, he made an 11.5 1-year contract with the Dodgers.
Yeah, Bellinger and well, I mean, think about it. Kershaw's already gonna be on the decline at his next contract, so money's gonna definitely take a huge hit. So that'll be able to clear for Walker Buehler. But yeah, I feel Bellinger's gonna get whatever he wants too, because I mean he's still playing pretty high level,
best player in the NL.
Yeah, his and like his ceiling is still insane because he's so fast,
24, and he's like 25.
Like he can play first base, like, and he plays them at really great, at a great level, and
great.
Yeah,
I don't know. Dodgers need to win a World Series soon, or I mean, it's gonna be like the Red Sox where they're gonna have to give up a lot of players.
Yeah.
What do you guys? What's your guys' opinion on Dustin May? I've been hearing a lot of stuff from him. Do you think he's like a future Cy Young candidate?
I don't know if Cy Young candidate, but I could see like dude, he's gonna be another stud with Walker.
He has some of the best stuff I've ever seen. I mean, his two-seam right or sinker, two-seam, I don't know really what it is. It rides up to like 99 with like it moves like 6 inches or something like that. Like it's ridiculous, bro. And, like watching him play.
And the thing that I have picked up on him when I watch him, like he can command it for strikes. Yep. Like that's a huge thing. Like
he knows the movement.
He's not out of control, and that's huge for like walks come back to haunt you in the bigs. Like that's one thing like from baseball is like walks kill you. So yeah, I think he's gonna be a huge part of the Dodgers for the next few years coming forward.
I don't know how the Dodgers got away with getting Betts and Brewstar Gratterall without giving up either Dustin May or Gavin Lux. I thought one of those guys had to be on the chopping block. They gave up, was it Verdugo and who's the other one?
Kenta Maeda.
Maeda?
Oh,
yeah, so it was Verdugo to the Red Sox and Maeda to the Twins.
Downs. But Jeter Downs is going to be I've heard good things about him.
I mean, but they didn't even give up their top prospect, Gavin Lux. Like,
I feel Gavin Lux was off the charts.
I don't understand how the Dodgers are able to make their young talent so good. Like, remember last year they had
the Braves.
They had like three rookies who all hit like walk-off home runs or something. Where's that for the Angels?
Yeah, Will Smith.
Where's Herm? Why isn't Herm swinging better? Why isn't Ward a freaking star player already? I just wish like the Angels had the type of talent that the Dodgers had. I'm salty.
I think we should switch up topics a little right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we should. We've been talking too much about Angels baseball. What's going on? We got fights coming up.
Yeah, September 12th. Mike Tyson making a comeback against Roy Jones Jr. I haven't heard of that guy, but it's
I think he's a current.
He's like 50 years old.
Roy. Oh.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson being the main card, and then Jake Paul, Nate Robinson. That one should be weird.
Why is Jake Paul still doing these antics?
It's
bro?
a money grab, bro. It's a money grab.
Yeah.
If you look at the people that are sponsoring this fight, it's Triller, the music version of TikTok or something like that.
The TikTok.
It's literally just a money grab, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Mike Tyson kind of wanted to get back into it.
And I was watching an interview. With, I forget, it was either Nate Robinson or Jake Paul, and they're like, "Yeah, we nothing's happening right now. Like no sports are happening, so we want to have this fight happen." And I was looking at
definitely Jake Paul.
when this fight happens, baseball's gonna already be almost done.
Yeah,
and basketball is still gonna be in their season, I think.
Yeah, basketball will probably be in the playoffs. Yeah, pretty sure.
It's just a money grab.
Yeah, and Jake Paul isn't a tool, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, I mean, like Luke said, it's just a money grab. It's kind of like when Conor McGregor wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather. Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know, what did he make? Like $50 million
That
off
was an
that?
exciting fight, though. That was an exciting.
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, it was
That was
exciting
exciting.
watching McGregor trying to kick him in a boxing ring.
It was way.
yeah.
It was better than the Pacquiao Mayweather.
Oh my god.
That was trash.
I don't. Okay, is it? I don't like Mayweather personally. From what I've seen from him, I don't like him.
Money team. I love the money team. Nah, just kidding.
He's like, I don't know.
Should we
Yeah.
go
I
on
don't-
hot takes?
I don't want to say. I don't want to say he has a massive ego.
I want to hear your hot take.
Ego, so.
Maybe
Yeah,
on
let's end it with some hot takes now.
first
I mean,
Facebook.
Hot takes, dude. You know, we never talked about esports, by the way.
we
I'll
could
just
do
say
that
right now. Wow. Okay. Hot takes. You wanna start us off with some? Who's gonna go?
The MLB season is going to be canceled, or all the Miami Marlins are going to die. One of those. I'm just saying, like, this can't be happening. There's 17 players on the Marlins or players and coaches on the Marlins now.
They completely botched it because when thinking about it, the Marlins knew they had it. They knew
played
they
with
had it, and they just
There's not-
they texted Philly, and then they literally were like, "Hey, let's play. Like it's fine, whatever." They shouldn't
There's
have.
not anything. There's nothing stopping a player from going to a restaurant
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
eating where they can catch COVID, not know it, and then go on to the playing field with 30 other guys and
You
play
know,
ball. So
It's been since the beginning of the short season because remember the first game of the year, Juan Soto took BP and then they took him out because he had COVID. And then okay, we did trace testing.
he's back today though.
Well, okay, but they're like, okay, we did trace testing. We'll get back to it in a couple days. Like, no, that game should have been canceled because he not only did he have COVID, but he participated in batting practice. He socialized with other, Nationals players, possibly even Yankees players. Like, remember when the KBO started? One thing was like, oh, if someone gets COVID, they shut down for like 2 weeks. Like MLB doesn't have that. And now look at the KBO. They're already starting to have like 10% of the stadium's fans in. Like they're trending in the right direction while MLB is I don't know what they're thinking. Like they got to keep players safe.
I don't want to go on the tangent that a lot of people have gone on. They're like, oh, the MLB's trash, but I'm going to do it. Sorry. Rob Manfred, you're an idiot. They had a plan in place to do the bubble in Arizona, and they freaking declined it. The NBA did it. The NHL did it. Good job, hockey. Good job, hockey.
Two bubbles, Arizona and Texas, because it's just like for all 30 teams to play on like fields. Like, you certainly need a lot of fields. So yeah, they were gonna split up the bubble into 2 or 3 regions, I think.
But like, I don't understand why they just didn't do the bubble. I like the bubble just seems so much better.
The big reason is that MLB ball players, they didn't want to like have to leave their families. Like, oh, let's just stay in our home cities because
there's also so much more personnel on each team.
Yeah,
so it's hard to manage that.
Yeah, dude, it's like so many families, and then rosters, and then the 60-player pool. Like, I feel like MLB had no choice but to have it in their respective city. But yeah, definitely, it's gonna be tough, and who knows, maybe the season does get canceled.
Okay, I'll do my hot take right now. It's only been 5 games, but they've looked so studly. They're one of 4 4-1 teams. I'm saying the Tampa Bay Rays are winning the AL East.
Yeah, the NL East.
Over the Yankees. I don't know.
Ooh.
The Yankees pitching is gonna come and get them. I don't know how long Tanaka's out after he got nailed in the face.
He's coming back this weekend against the Red Sox. He's pitching.
But they don't have Severino for the entire year. I think Garrett Cole's going to get touched up a little bit this year by all the good hitting in AL and NL East. So I'm going Rays. Their pitching is good. Their hitting is good. And they're used to playing to no fans. So
that's true.
My hot take. So I am going to be a little bit different here. and I'm gonna do a hockey hot take.
Okay.
Seattle Kraken.
Oh yeah, baby.
2021-2022 season, they're going to the finals.
Like the Golden Knights.
Vegas Golden Knights is gonna happen all over again, dude.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Seattle Kraken, that's a dope name. I love
It
that
is.
name.
Those jerseys are fire. I gotta
Washington football team? Nah. Seattle Kraken. That's where it's at.
Well,
Even though I
yeah.
kind of like the Washington football team. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it.
say.
I
Okay,
like the
Zeus.
vision.
My
Alright,
take, it's just I'm pretty much. This is gonna get a lot of people like, oh, it's very biased, and it is a little biased. But the Lakers are winning it all this year. Like, dude,
Come on.
there is no way they're not gonna win it all. Like, people are even saying like they might even like the NBA is gonna like favor their odds a little, do everything in their to favor their odds. But
J.R.
yeah,
Smith and Dion Waiters have one good game, and he thinks they're the best team of all time.
not the best team of all time, but
No way, dude.
they're gonna win it all this year.
No way they're gonna get past both Clippers and Bucks because the Bucks are definitely going to the finals. That team is insane.
You think the Bucks are gonna be like easy to the finals? I think Lakers easy final. Lakers Bucks. Let's go.
Lakers. It won't be easy for the Lakers, but if they do it, Clippers are gonna do it though. But okay.
Ooh. Alrighty, folks.
You want
Alrighty.
Let's bet on it,
$5.
dude.
No,
$5.
$2. All right, that's gonna do it for episode number 11 of the Dubs podcast. Please follow Luke on his socials. Please, thank you for coming on the pod.
Yay.
He has a new pose.
Make sure to follow all of us. Follow Dubs Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. I know a lot of people. We've had our Twitter up. I don't know why we don't advertise it or just publicize it a little bit more. But we're tweeting on there. We're tweeting on there. We're tweeting on there. Instagram, YouTube. Tomorrow the episode will be up. So that's Thursday the 30th. Today is the 29th. So it will be up on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the other ones. So go check it out over there. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Peace out.
Wear your masks, please.
Wear your mask.